Hey YouTubers, so I wanted to update the community on the Spigen Slim Armor Case for the Nexus 5. I'm totally digging it, but there's been a couple of questions in the community about whether you can use the Slim Armor Case and a screen protector, i.e. mostly the tempered glass screen protectors, the thicker screen protectors with the Slim Armor Case on the Nexus 5. And so I wanted to go ahead and answer that question with showing you how to do it. So I'm going to install it. I'll give you my initial impressions. If you want to fast forward through the install, feel free. I'll try to put an annotation up there in the video so that you can just skip to the impressions. But if you want to watch the install, I'm going to do a full install of it. And I did do one this morning on the Nexus, or the white Nexus 5, and I'm now going to do it on the black Nexus 5. So you want to know, I want to know, Stella definitely wants to know. She wants to know too. So let's hop to it and get over there and get this install done. All right, so let's dive in on this thing. So the Spigen screen protectors actually come into this blue sleeve here. You get 3 of them, and I believe the cost is around $7.99. Now this is a 4H hardness, so not like some of those other screen protector or tempered glass where I know there's one out there that's like a 9H, and it's pretty tough, but this one feels like it's fairly robust. Of course, fairly self-explanatory. Back, that's the adhesive side. Front, that's the surface side, as it states. So ultimately, we'll make sure that everything lines up here because you never know with the cut. So I did say that I put the screen protector on the white one earlier this morning. I did. A little canned air never hurt anybody. Actually, it probably hurts everybody and the environment. Obviously, try to wash your hands, get the oils off as much as you can. Of course, we're going to have natural oils. That's just a given. And wipe it off with a cloth, either that they give you. They give you a cloth here. I have another cloth that I use. I'm going to go ahead and remove the adhesive backing. Now, here's what I can tell you. This thing, this screen protector, is definitely edge to edge. I attempted to put one on this morning, and ended up having an issue. I don't know if it was the cut or what, but there was a bubble in there that I just couldn't seem to get rid of. Now I'm keeping the blue tab on here at the top where my left hand is, making sure you guys can see that. Lining up the earpiece. I apologize if the lighting is not the best on your end from a viewer standpoint, but obviously I need it to be decent on my end, or good, rather, for the install. Again, you'll be able to fast forward through this if you want. I've put on many screen protectors. I will say this is my first tempered glass protector, as it was advertised, tempered glass. You might call me crazy, but I have to say, I prefer the protectors that you spray the glass and squeegee it on. I will definitely take that any day, to be honest. And some of you might be like, dude, that's just foolish. But here's the thing. I like for my opinions, at least, to be somewhat unbiased, so to speak, and to show you how this is in the real world. And then I didn't want to say, oh yeah, this is easy. You know it. Slap that thing on in a couple of seconds and we're good to go. That's not always the case. especially because I was trying to do it this morning with the white Nexus, and it didn't go perfectly. So you can see you can get some bubbles in there. And this thing is just about edge to edge. And there we go. Looks like there's a bubble there. Everything lining up. Am I still in shot here? Okay. Like I said, you can be able to fast forward through this if you want to. But I just want you to know how it goes. It's not perfect by any means, in the sense of, even with the cases that require the water and the squeegees and all that stuff, the ones that I'm used to, or at least that I have more experience with. And that's the thing, if you don't feel comfortable doing something like this, I recommend just getting it professionally done. So it looks like I got as perfect as I can get. There are no air bubbles. It is interesting because I think that the screen protector, this tempered glass, is a bit more of a fingerprint magnet than the screen itself. Here's a little tidbit though. On the white Nexus, that's my wife's, I noticed a couple of very faint scratches. And when I mean just faint, like you had to hit the light in the right way. And I compared it to my Nexus just to see if that was just any kind of manufacturing, not defect, but just some variability there. Because I think what it came down to is that well, I know this, she just puts her phone in her purse, and there's keys and all kinds of other stuff in there. And so she put that in there, and I think it just kind of rubbed the glass or scratched the glass the wrong way, or the right way rather, and just got those really small scratches. And I know Chris Chavez over at Fandroid.com, he says he actually has a scratch going down the middle. He said you couldn't see it on the camera, but like I said, you couldn't see this unless you really got up close to it. Oh, and I did want to let you guys know, hopefully haven't fast forwarded through this process. This camera that I'm on now, I've got this big wide angle lens macro, and it fell over on the tripod and landed square on the screen, on this screen, just a few moments ago while I was setting this all up. And nothing, no scratches, obviously no cracks or anything, thank goodness, but it really hit hard. It didn't have far to go, but this lens is heavy. So I just thought you'd like to know that. All right, so let's get this case back on again. Oh, no, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get close-ups. I apologize for the lighting. Let me see if I can get this into focus. I just needed the lighting to be a certain way so that I could get this thing on. Now what you see in the corner are not bubbles, that's dust. Some canned air might help. Of course, again, it's not gonna help our environment, so try to be as environmentally friendly as you can. Just my 2 cents. The earpiece is, I mean, it's seriously, it is not perfect, but the earpiece is there and fairly lined up with the earpiece in the phone. So the hole itself. So it looks like the cut is fine. The other screen protector that I put on this morning is done. So it's a good thing I got 3, because I went through 3. I botched the first one, which I don't know if it was a manufacturing defect, because there were some bubbles I just couldn't get rid of. But there aren't any bubbles in this. And so then I've got this one. So this is the last one that I'm using out of the 3-pack. All right, so let's get this case on. Just like I did before the other day. Put TPU on first. And you can even see you might not be able to see on the camera itself or from this shot. But you do need to put the polycarb on the back here, just so that it oh, I just cut my phone off. I said that in the last video that could certainly happen. All right, so it's in there. This screen protector is definitely edge to edge. Here's what I can say. So you can pry that apart, and I don't know that you can really see that or not, but you can pry that back and notice that the protector itself, all right, so the protector itself, the Slim Armor, literally comes right up onto that screen protector. So when you're purchasing it, I would almost suggest, and Spigen is not sponsoring this, you might want the Spigen tempered glass screen protector with the Slim Armor case, because I believe they take that into consideration, because this is up to the edge, and this is literally up to the edge, but it's not pushing up anywhere. It is not pushing up anywhere. So for those who wanted to know whether the tempered glass would work, I don't know about all of them. I cannot say for sure, but what I can say is that the Spigen tempered glass screen protector with the Spigen Slim Armor case does seem to work. I will update the community just to see if by chance the install was not perfect, and that the case itself, or the case itself is actually starting to push up the screen protector. I probably should give that a few days though, just to see how that works, and if it shoves any dust up under the screen protector, and if I have to replace it. Would I recommend keeping the case on and then installing the screen protector? No. At least in my opinion. I can't imagine keeping this on, and I know this would line everything up for you perfectly, but again, you could grab some dust, some oil, or whatever under the adhesives. I just, in my opinion, if there's anybody out there who wants to do the install, I don't have any screen protectors left, but to do the install with the Slim Armor on it, by all means, feel free. So that's it. In summation, I think the video is long enough, so you may have watched the whole install, or you may have just skipped to this part. I do think it's going to be great in the sense of protecting the screen, as most screen protectors do. As far as a fall is concerned, I think that the screen protector will at least add some bonus here, or benefit rather, because this has a bit of a lift. I said in my last video, this has a lift. So if it's face down, great. If there's some gravel on the ground and it falls like that on the ground, and there's some gravel that grabs the screen, well, that screen protector is going to take care of that. And as far as shatterproof, well, I don't know, I can't speak to that, but what I can say is that I dropped this lens on the screen and there's nothing there. So take it for what you will. That's my opinion. Good luck. So far, I'm recommending it, and I'll let you know if for some reason I change my mind. Thanks for watching this video. I'll catch you on the next one of A Shot of Technology. Feel free to have questions, comments in the channel here or on this video, and feel free to subscribe if you so desire. All right, thanks for watching.